Yeah. All right.
3,
Happy New Year.
2, 1. On that note.
That was good. That was good off the fly.
Happy New Year, y'all.
So we wanted to listen, this year's been something else. Like, anyway, I do still think it's important to look at everything we've gone through as a society and as individuals and think about how we're owning it, how we're carrying ourselves, and what kind of energy we want to bring into the new year.
Yep.
So
what did they say? Like 95% of life is what? No, 95% something like whatever happens to you is like 5%, and the other 95 is how you
perspective
or how you handle it, or how you go about like dealing with it.
Yeah.
So, when stuff happens to you that you feel like it's paralyzing you, you have you have to make the choice of whether you're going to let it paralyze you or you're just going to overcome and just keep pushing. So I know everybody has been through something. You can't help but to have life happen. Things that you didn't expect, or things that just throw a wrench into your life altogether, and it may wreak havoc, but you have to push through, and you have to just look at all the positives.
Yeah.
And, and just work through the negatives.
And also just look at it as like things that happen to me, or even things that I do, taking complete control over it and, owning, is like, that doesn't mean that's who I am,
Not letting it define you.
Yeah.
Right.
And I just think we can always choose who we want to be. This has been like my main thing with meditating lately is like, I have certain goals, we all do, in career, in life, things that we just want to achieve, and how, like, a goal of just how we want to live life. So my main meditation has been sitting in what it feels like having already achieved all those things, having those things, like picturing even where I'm living, like every single aspect of my life, and then thinking, who is this woman really? Like, how does she talk to other people? How does she talk to herself? How does she go about her life? Like, with the small little things about how am I acting and who am I, having everything that I've hoped and dreamed and wanted. Yeah. And it's a very just kind, open-hearted, strong, like just like really being that. And I think if we can have tools like fragrance or things that can just kind of ground us in this experience of just like, and not even maybe not, it's not all true right now, but this experience that we're trying to ground or trying to achieve, and like, who is she, and you kind of put together this thing. And I think fragrance can really help that. So we really wanted to do an episode of just thinking, of course, the fun stuff. Okay, what do you want to wear to New Year's Eve party? Right. Great, that's fun. But also like, what makes you feel like you? What makes you feel like that mirrors who you are coming out the other side of this year, the dark times, this and that. Like who do you want to be stepping into the new year? And what kind of energy
I love that.
do you want to ground?
I love that. I do feel like certain fragrances can really, I don't want to say change your mood, but they can like really enhance whatever mood you're.
Enhance is a great word.
Yeah, enhance. So hopefully if you're waking up on the wrong side of the bed, I think you don't want to enhance your anger already, but you may want to kind of like divert it into, or, kind of like change the direction of it. So anyway, let's get into it.
So,
yeah. Oh,
I only have 3 technically because 2 of these are worn together, mixed. So why don't you go off with one?
Okay. You know what? We just picked this up
together after our workout. Together.
So
literally in the middle of our workout, she's like, I think Kayali has a new fragrance. Let's go to Sephora after.
Well, we both love lychee.
Yeah.
So if you're a girl that loves cocktails and you drink alcohol, if you don't like lychee
martinis,
lychee, I've had lychee mimosas. They are amazing.
Ooh, mimosa sounds delicious.
Everything. So good. Yeah. So if you don't like it, I don't know who you are, but you should probably get some help. Cause that's like, who doesn't like strawberries and cherries? Anyway, Kayali's new fragrance. And I was actually surprised. I thought this would be, for some reason, I thought she was going to like throw like a little oud or something in it, but it's really like a light, fresh.
I thought it was going to be fresher.
You did?
I did. It's sweeter. I like it a lot.
It's definitely sweet.
It's not what I was expecting.
It's very sparkling. It makes me want to drink it.
I like
That's
it.
But it's a beautiful fragrance. It can easily be layered with anything.
Yeah.
You don't even have to think about it. Just put it on.
Yeah.
Just put it on and put on
this
whatever
is
you
one
want.
of those no-brainer ones for
it's
sure.
It's a no-brainer. I love that the notes are back here. I don't even have to look at my
love how
phone.
she does that. I love how she does that.
Black currant, sparkling lychee, rose Damascus. No, it says Damascana. But I'm like, my eyesight is turning crazy now. I have to like pull it away. Like I have like farsighted, candied violet, or it could be that. Like, what's that song when you're like, forgot the name of the song?
What? I don't know.
I think it's T-Pain. I'ma buy you a drink and then I'ma take you home with me. I got money in the bank.
Of course, I love T-Pain.
Like feeling tipsy. Sugared amber and sandalwood. I love the bottle. Her packaging is so cute.
It's so cute.
We did a gifting episode, but this is like such an easy gift.
Yeah.
And it's like
I actually tried to buy it for
inoffensive.
my sister, and they're sold out at 2 Sephoras that I went to. So amazing for her. Way to go.
Mona, just keep it coming, girl.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good. I know you have it already. I wore it to bed.
Yeah.
I wore it to the gym. I layered it.
It's like
easy.
candy, but like not like...
It's like sour gummy bears.
Yeah, but not in
Sour
a way
Patch
that
Kids.
would like turn you off as a grown woman.
No.
It's like, it's just delectable. I
like
love
shampoo.
it.
I love
and I love the
shampoo-y.
color. I think the color
is
like
beautiful.
but it also just mirrors perfectly how it smells. You know what I mean? It's like a perfect little.
It does. It does. I love it. So
yeah, it's really good.
I feel like this is an easy going to the new year. I would layer it personally. I just feel like it has layering qualities to it because it's so light.
Yeah,
and so like,
you could layer that with something more ambery,
sparkly,
vanilla.
Yeah, something warm, something that's gonna like really stick. I guess it does have sandalwood. It has sandalwood, and it has like I really can't see, and it has sugared amber in it. But I think maybe like an amber, not an amberette, but maybe like a tonka or something that would just kind of like really something else that you can layer with it. But it's a beautiful scent all by itself.
Yep. All right. Okay.
We should make a song called All Right.
This has been my combo. My combo, personally. I can't even believe I'm sharing it.
All three?
Since like June. Yeah. So you put me on to Brown Sugar Babe, their body oil.
Brown Sugar Babe.
They make perfume body oils that smell like our favorite perfumes. So this one, Angel of Mine, smells like Killian's Angel's Share. So, not gonna lie, for the most part, I've just been layering the oil with one of my new, and this guy's been around for a while, but it's new to me.
I really want to smell that one.
Rosendo Mathieu, number 6. It's jasmine, sandalwood, and oriental musk. This is absolutely stunning to me. This is so unbelievably sexy that I was just like, I felt so lucky to have found it because I was like, this feels like me because it just feels super unique. It's not like the regular va-va-voom, sweet, rum, vanilla, like oud, whatever you would typically amber imagine. It's muskier and it's like this.
Oh, I love a good musk.
Sandalwood and the jasmine, which we've learned from Johnny at Said Bar that in like Indian cultures, that jasmine would actually be a sign of like virility in men. Like men would actually be wearing most of the jasmine. So to me, this is just
Oh yeah, he did say that about jasmine. I remember.
And to me, it has this like just very sensual, carnal. Jasmine can be like very like a little raunchy, you know?
Yeah.
And I think the way it's done here is so beautiful. It's powdery. It's like, oh my God.
Can I smell it? Can you spray it?
Oh, here.
Okay.
Obsessed. Okay. This is like, I can't believe I'm sharing it because I'm such a gatekeeper with how special I think that scent is.
Well, that's why we're here to share. Sharing is caring. And they'll never smell just like
I know. And I otherwise I wouldn't be sharing it if I was really worried about it. But mixing it. So mixing this powdery jasmine, sandalwood,
wait, hold on.
musk.
I need
Isn't
a
it
moment.
fucking hot? It's hot.
Like, what? What is this?
Isn't it gorgeous?
This is like sex potion.
It's sex. It is exactly sex potion.
And that's, imagine a man wearing this. But I mean, I want it for myself.
Let me just throw a little curveball in there. A little bit of this with that. Okay.
Angel share.
Here, Angel share is your typical boozy, sexy as fuck, drunk in love kind of scent.
It actually looks like you're drinking whiskey out of a
it's
glass
like
right
it's
like
very very like
glass.
sexy. This is overtly obviously sexy in a different way than that one. So I feel like when you're getting this like boozy gourmand with this musky jasmine, you get these like two different types of sexy and you mix it into one and it's just like, wow. I've worn this to business meetings. I've worn this to dinner. I've worn this whatever. And I'll get like a nice, oh, you smell good. And then I'll get a hug and they'll be like, oh,
whoa,
you really smell good. Because then you smell this one like right on the skin. It's like, oh, it's such a powerhouse combo. It's like beats any combo I've had for a long time. So when I really, really want to go off, I'll mix it with the lotion, the oil first, just like all around my neck and my arms. Then this, and then this I'll take with me. And then this is a little extra, but sometimes I will also layer Calvin Klein Euphoria.
Whoa.
Just like a couple sprays on top right before I leave the house. And it's like this really woody, musky, floral, boozy,
no, I know Euphoria,
concoction of all of them together. And so I would say this would be my New Year's scent just because it's been my scent for 6 months. And you're
going into 2024 with it.
Feeling like a powerhouse sexy bitch. This will never not be my scent or one of them. So that's why I picked that because it's kind of just like a reminiscent of my year, but also it's just like, wow.
Go off, sis.
Yeah.
I love when I put something in the crease of my arm.
Yeah.
It's almost like,
I know.
It's almost like a clean butt crack, Like the odor just sits in there. All right. I think this was such an amazing find in 2023, but I have so many perfumes that I feel like I didn't wear this enough.
Same.
That I'm like, this year I definitely want to, especially in the spring. I think springtime, this will be amazing. So, Bond fragrances. This one is Greenwich Village, and I love the bottle. It's like this textured little reptile,
and it's like matte and like smooth.
Yeah,
it's almost like rubbery kind of feeling.
Yeah, it does. I love it. I love the packaging.
Looks good with your nails.
You're right. Let's get a close up.
You got to get a video of that.
But I should, when I get home.
Yeah.
I do like a little. Yeah. This is really, 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 really nice.
Gorgeous.
You remembered when we first smelled it, we were like, and here's the thing. Anytime I see perfume that's like in the color like teal or blue.
You think aquatic?
Yeah. Yep. And then I'm like, I don't want it. But
this is so nice.
It's so nice. Let me go into, I feel like it's a little, but in a good way. I love a shampoo type smell.
I was going to say it's like a
clean
soapy,
floral.
But it's like a sexy soapy.
It's a sexy soapy. So, guess what it has in it? Lychee. Isn't that
Oh.
amazing? Lychee, mandarin orange, and cassis. And then the middle notes peony, water lily, jasmine. And then the base has ambroxan, which is my personal fave. I love a skin musk, praline, vanilla musk, and oak moss. So it's fresh. It's actually number one is fresh.
Yeah.
But it's a good fresh because the second one is fruity and then it's floral. So it's
I
like a
think it's
fruity
like
floral fresh.
to me, because this one is one of those ones that gets compared to Baccarat. But in my opinion, it's a soapy, fresh Baccarat.
Yeah. I mean,
And I know what they're saying. It's just that like mossy.
I think because of the ambroxan
Yeah.
and then like, you know, but and it has like the floral and fruit, but it's considered also gourmand, I guess. I don't know why, because of the praline.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Some of the cons, people said the mandarin orange dissipates quickly. I personally
We like that.
don't want to smell orange.
I
throughout the
only,
day.
if
I'm
there's going to be
sorry.
citrus at all, it better only be in the opening. That's where I'm at.
Be in the opening and go away. Because, like, I
Yeah.
don't need you lingering. The only citrus I want is the lemon in my water, and that's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or the lime in my Corona.
Yep. Facts.
But yeah, I think it's a beautiful scent, and I can't wait to wear it come, you know, April, May,
Yeah.
and June.
Yep.
It's a great scent.
Okay. I am bringing this back.
Bring it
Initio, Psychedelic Love. Oh, I just love it.
That's another, it's almost like a cult classic, too.
This one to me is just the reason why I picked it as a New Year's scent is like I'm again very big on wording and like
Mhm.
intention setting and all these things. And I first of all, it smells amazing. It's already one of my favorite scents just because it's like yellow floral, creamy, warm. This to me is like fairies having sex. It's so fun and like gorgeous, but it's
Psychedelic
also
love.
like
Are they
it is.
high? Are
Yeah,
they high
yep.
off of like shrooms?
We're all high. And
Yeah.
to me, I'm just like perfect. Like
Uh-oh.
psychedelic love. Yes, please give me that in the new year. I
Yeah.
just think this is like, but also it's
Can you
gorgeous.
spray me?
Like if you're in a room and you're like partying and like you're going to get compliments on this and you're going to get like it, you pull people in with this. It is
Oh
very
God, this Vouv is really making me gassy.
really.
I keep
like
burping
burpy?
into the
Oh,
microphone.
I don't hear it. I'm gonna go over the notes one more time again. So yes,
Portuguese
powdery right off the
Africa.
bat, woody.
Is there
Ylang
patchouli
ylang.
in this?
No, but there is myrrh.
Myrrh. Okay.
Ylang ylang and bergamot in the top, heliotrope, hedione, and Bulgarian rose, and then the base is myrrh and sandalwood, which
These are top-notch ingredients,
it's
though.
everything about Initio
high-end.
does the best,
Very high-end.
very high-end fragrance, and it's just like, yeah, it's just very smooth,
Yeah.
and like
It's sexy.
seductive.
Yeah,
it
it
is like it's a different kind of sexy though. It's like it's kind of interesting and weird, and like it's not like knock you out sexy or like these other ones that I've. It's just like it's very
It's like
ethereal,
strategic.
like ethereal
like-
and mystical and.
It
I
has
like it.
It has
Yeah.
like some sort of like motive, not an ulterior motive, but like
It's a very interesting like
love-driven
scent
motive.
profile.
Yeah.
And yeah, this one is one. This is just one of those ones that I would wear on a date or like mostly when I'm wanting to feel flirty. I don't think I would wear this in a work setting. So I think New
Yeah.
Year's when you want to set off really good intentions, like we all create from like our sacral chakra, which is like sex, all
Yeah.
this sacral and root, and like this is very sexy to me. And I think if we want to go into creating the life we want, this and that, this psychedelic love just feels very on brand for creating the life you want.
Yeah. I love it. And it does smell seductive.
Yeah.
It's almost like, you know how there's like animals or insects that give off like a scent to attract their mate? It's almost like
yeah.
that type
That's
of
what
a
I mean.
scent.
I feel like
yeah.
when I think of it, I think of like the 60s with like free love and sex and like this just like,
Hey, salad.
but like everything was beautiful, not like, you know.
because they were high
Yeah.
off of stuff.
Yep.
Okay. So Casamarati, I know we've done what is it? Dama Bianca. Very beautiful. I was really drawn to the Casamarati Lyra. I'm not a big lemon head, but something about this,
Me
it's
neither,
a
but
gourmand.
that is
So
gourmand.
pretty. So it's almost like when you spray this, you smell like a lemon cake. And it's like a buttery lemon cake, but it's a good buttery. It's not like it's like a sweet buttery, you know? I really love this. I also feel like it has the same properties as like another 13 and like the Baccarat with like the skin musk, you know. So it's not a strong, potent scent. Your body.
But you smell good. I remember you wore it for the first time when you wore it. We were boxing and I was outside and I was like, what are you wearing?
It was really, really nice. And
it's nice to have a gourmand that has skin scent qualities like that. You know what I mean? Because some gourmands are just very heavy and kind of like, this has a sexy, softer quality to it.
Very soft. Sometimes, I mean, you could easily.
Oh, this is I can't believe I don't have this one yet.
You should. I'm surprised because I know you like, gourmand. So blood orange, bergamot, lavender. I think the lavender is really nice.
I just burped.
Excuse me. The cinnamon, licorice, jasmine is in the middle. I don't really smell any cinnamon. And then the base notes is caramel, vanilla, and musk. Really pretty.
I can smell a little bit of cinnamon and just the fact that it's smooth and like the tiniest bit spicy, but in the same way that you would smell spice in a cookie. You know what I mean? It's very. I very
love
beautiful.
The dry down.
Yep, I love this.
I think the dry down is so gorgeous. Casamarati makes beautiful. They're made by Xerjoff, I believe, like the same maker, right? Beautiful bottle. I mean, it's just. This is a no-brainer. I feel like this is very easy to also layer if you want to, because it's generally light, and that's one of the complaints is that it wears off or the citrus wears off too fast. But like I don't want to smell like lemon all day. I'm sorry, Pine Sol and lemon cleaners.
Hell no.
Stay in the kitchen and not on my body. So,
no, it's the perfect balance.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, my last one. I love this. And I'm excited for you to smell it. I got this one in the south of France, but I already know the brand. So I went back to this perfume store like 3 times in Cannes. They just had the best selection. I forget the name of the perfume. This brand is Whittian, but the boutique that I went to in Cannes, they had just like every high-end, like, and then
Liwa by Whittian.
Yes.
Okay.
And then in the middle they had like a table of like cult classics or favorites or whatever. And I had almost everyone on the table already. But I went back for 2 days in a row, and the girl loved me because I think they love anyone that loves fragrance. And I was just like, let's like show me something weird, show me something good, whatever.
Or was it because you were buying so many that her commission was
I'm sure that was a huge part of it. Huge part of it. But this, so the reason I chose this is because it's new to me, and I want new energy going into the year. This is an aromatic,
this is
warm,
when you wanted me to
spicy, sexy, because there's other ones from this brand that I think you would love. They all kind of get compared to Baccarat, but I think that's just because they're strong and bold and blended gorgeously. I've really becoming a huge fan of this house because they just blend so beautifully. Like, when you smell this at first, you could smell easily. You think, okay, on a man, but like I wore this to the beach the day that I bought it, and there's this sweetness and like raunchiness that comes out, and it's really bold, and like I just felt like, oh, this is like a take charge boss bitch scent. I would love this on a man, but like for me, I feel like this is. Actually, one of the reviews on Fragrantica was, this is confidence in a bottle. It's magnetic as fuck. And like you'll get so many compliments. And it's just like, it's a bold ass sexy fragrance. So this is Liwa by Whittian. And I will read the notes. I don't know if it's a Roberta type of scent.
No, but I can smell it from
You would like it on a man.
you. Yeah.
Or me. On me. So the saffron, I think, is like a
Is there
major...
patchouli in this one?
Yes, in the base.
Okay.
There's also oud and cedar and sandalwood and incense. Like it's a very unisex scent because there's also rose and amber and geranium.
But I can tell this is quality.
Jasmine
so I would
and
love
saffron.
To see the other
Yeah.
scents that they have.
Oh, banias. I feel like you would absolutely love.
What is it called?
Banias. Baniyas.
Oh, I'm gonna look it up
Right now. It's so beautiful. And their packaging is just like, actually,
it's
you know what?
gorgeous.
You did smell Bania. I brought it to look it up right now. I brought it to a boxing session and you pulled it out of the box and you're like, oh my God. But I think I brought like 3 that day. So
I'm like that. Why does that sound so familiar? I feel like we did do.
Yeah. Well, we didn't talk about it on the show, but it's, anyway. Very impressed by the house. I think they have stunning packaging.
It's very heavy bottle. I love it.
Yeah. And I just love their like choice of ingredients and blends. It's all just this is the Velvet collection. So they have like small little collections of like 5 perfumes.
For some reason, it's not pulling, Banias is not pulling up on
Fragrantica?
Yeah.
Let me see.
Oh, you know why? Because I put Liwa, but that's the name of the perfume. That's not the name of the house. Okay,
Yeah.
I found it. It's Whittian.
Yeah, Whittian.
Got you. Okay. Lavender.
Banias smells like honestly, it would be in the same category as this Bond number 9 that you have.
Yeah.
And Baccarat.
Okay.
It smells kind of like that.
I want to smell it again. All right. Well, I brought another one I want to go into 2023 with. And this one you gifted me. And I could not be any happier.
I almost brought that for my 2023 too, to mix with Intoxicated by Killian. It smells
you were going to mix
together.
them.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
I don't have Intoxicated. I almost brought Love. Don't be shy, though, because I feel like that is something you can always layer. But this, oh my God, takes gourmand to the next level.
I'm so glad you love it that way.
Oh
because
my
when I
God.
smelled it, I was like, oh, I need this. I think Destiny bought it too. And then I was like, I need to get this
Did
for
she?
Roberta. Yeah.
Yeah. So this, oh my God, creme de marron. I don't know what that is. But the profile, it just gives me, I feel like I'm eating maple like gummy bears with this.
Yeah.
Like, but it's not like, you know how there's some perfumes that are very holiday-ish because of the cinnamon. All of a sudden you think of like pine cones that's like loaded with cinnamon.
Yeah.
And that's not what this gives
Doesn't
at
this
all.
have like nutmeg in it or something like that?
Actually, it has no nutmeg, but it does have cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
It's the chestnut that I think that adds that sweetness. And then the top notes is bitter orange, orange blossom, which you love, ginger, neroli, bergamot.
Ginger. I love when ginger is
The ginger is amazing.
Because, you know, I think Pas ce Soir has ginger right in the top. And that's like, and that's what
it just kind of like,
yeah.
It gives you like a beautiful, happy opening. And then it starts to dissipate. And then the other notes come through. But the chestnut in this, I think, is what brings that maple syrupy. It's like you're eating like pancakes that are with powdered sugar.
Yeah.
You know? And the base note is like vanilla, tonka bean, amber, and sandalwood. So this looks like a cupcake to me. Like it's like a cake on the top, you know? But yeah, I love it.
I love it too.
And it lasts a long time too. So longevity on it is amazing.
Yeah.
But it's not like overwhelming to the point where you start getting a headache or anything like that because it's a really like warm, cozy.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a great scent for fall, winter right now.
Totally.
You can totally.
It is nice in the warmth too.
I do too. Yeah. In the warmth, I feel like you can definitely, because that's when you gave it to me and I felt like, oh my God, I actually want my body chemistry to like make it louder, you know, so that it can like change it into a skin scent. But it's a beautiful.
But also,
gourmand.
I feel like we just like naturally, just because of how we're conditioned and culture, is like at this time of year, we naturally crave scents that are a little bit spicier, a little bit warmer, a little bit. That's just because it's the time of year, and that's like
gourmand.
Yeah.
So it's called Mahina
Sin.
It's by the Different Company. And It's a beautiful scent, and I'm glad you got it for me because I don't think I would have ever found this.
I would have never found it. I never heard of the company. I went there and I was like, this is what I have. I have a huge collection. I was in Paris. There's this store called Nose, and they bring in like just the coolest brands. So I was
Yeah.
just like, show me something that you don't think that I would know. Because I love to collect them.
That is
She showed me
amazing.
like Love Don't Be Shy, like the Oh Fresh, and like a few different ones, but I was just like, have that to a bunch. And I was like, what's your favorite? What's your yummiest? And she showed me that one. And I
she
was
showed
like,
it. Yeah,
boom.
that was beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Well, blessings to all. This year has been rough, but listen, every year is going to have some roughness, and every year is also going to have some beauty. Just, I would recommend every day starting with a little meditation, a little prayer. Who do you want to be? And remember that we are constantly creating our own lives. Life isn't happening to us. We're creating it. And you can absolutely choose who you want to be.
I love it. And also, don't be afraid to seek therapy if you need it.
We're all in therapy, and we highly recommend.
I don't think of it as a sign of weakness whatsoever. I think it's more weak when you are in denial and you don't want to get the
mental
help that
strength
you
and talking
should.
about
Yeah.
your fucked up brain, which we all have,
Mhm.
is listen, like the minute you can stop taking yourself so seriously and love yourself even in like every single thing that you're ashamed of, and just be like, but I am still worth being happy. I'm still
Yeah.
worth finding some joy in this, and I'm okay to look at my ugly parts because that doesn't make me less lovable.
We're
Like-
human. We're going to have ugly parts and we're going to have good parts. And the thing is, we can't always be good. Sometimes we have to be ugly because it's just who we are.
If we were perfect, we wouldn't be here.
Right.
Our souls keep coming back to Earth to figure
right
this out, right?
all the
We keep
wrong.
trying to figure, and not even that, we're actually just trying to evolve our souls.
Yeah.
So we keep, and we ask ourselves for these like hideous, soul shattering lessons. So anytime I've been through a moment where I feel like I've been destroyed as a person, every single time towards the end, and even in my meditation this morning before I came here, I was so thankful for the awareness and the ability to still love myself and be like, wow, like I'm so thankful to my higher self for knowing that I could handle this lesson and that I wanted this and that it's just going to evolve me more. Because the minute we got it all figured out, we're not going to be here anymore.
Yeah,
We're
then
going to be
what's the
floating
point?
orbs in the sky,
Yeah.
helping our loved ones on Earth still.
I love that.
Cheers.
Cheers. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.